And we are live! Welcome everyone, this is your host Abraham L. Jaguar. In a few moments I will do a sound check. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store for all sorts of products. They have dice, miniatures, Game Master screens, home decorations and many other things. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment please, while I make the sound check. Sounds good. Today we are continuing the White Album visual novel. Now this is a free day, so we can spend it however we like. Well, I guess we'll spend it with the lolly, with Mana. The alternatives are Eiji and that other guy, Akira. I kind of want to go out today. I head downtown. Oh, what is this? The full screen has not been set. I hate it when that happens. There we go. Oh, it's Mana. Hey, Mana. Oh, Fuji. What's going on? We can choose. Romance the lolly. Alright. Will you not get mad if I ask you something weird? I probably will. You are in college, right? Seriously? You didn't even think about it. Pretty sure literally anyone would. Wait a minute, she said... I probably will, uh-huh. I guess so. Well, on that note, see ya. Oh, she's gone. I was just about to ask her about her love life. That was fast. Now the event. This should get us closer to Yayoi. Echoes, entertainment. I'll accompany you. I'll accompany you. Was heroine point? What is that? Oh. Echoes, entertainment. I'll accompany you. Let's save the game. So it's... oh, finally. Finally, Yayoi. It's entertainment. I'll accompany you. Entertainment, I'll accompany you. I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Yayoi also has a problem with a stalker, at least in the anime. I wonder if that is what is going to happen. That is the event. Welcome, because he said I'll accompany you. Maybe to escort her? We shall see. Oh, it's Yayoi. Doesn't look like Yuki's with her. So, may I sit at the bar? Sure, go ahead. Thank you. He quietly takes a seat at the bar. The two of us fall into a comfortable silence. Entertainment. Hey, I wanted to ask you something about Yuki.
Hi.
Yes? Is it really okay for her to work that hard every day? Aren't there rules and stuff that dictate up to how many hours someone can spend on the job? In the anime, I think Yayoi is the best choice for Toya because they mirror each other sometimes, how messed up they are inside. In that final scene when they are standing at the hospital, if I remember correctly, either at the hospital or one of those places for events, for concerts, they stand next to each other and they look almost exactly the same. And they say almost exactly the same to each other. So I think she's the best choice for Toya. You mean the Labor Standards Act? Probably. I think most people just call it the LSA. She looks a bit annoyed or sad. I'm well aware. There's no problem with her hours. Oh, yeah? Finally smiles. Yuki's case, her hours fall within the legal scope. But if that's true, then why does it seem like she never has any time for herself? Certainly not enough to spend the time with me. I can tell you're not convinced. Well, Yuki's specialized line of work goes beyond simply performing. What? Her training takes up a good deal of time as well. Oh, right. She's been busy with voice and dance lessons ever since high school. And that's what's so tasking about so many specialized performance-based professions or artistic professions. Unlike some other, I'm not saying that they are more difficult or easier, but let's say you already know various theories, processes about any other profession. But when it comes to art, dancing, singing, even painting, you need to practice constantly, or the body forgets how to do things. Not completely, but it's better to keep that fresh memory always there. That muscle memory or neural memory, could you call it like that, so to speak. I figured that would end once she made her debut, but instead, she had even less free time than before. I guess to master even more advanced techniques. No wonder she doesn't have any free time. But that's still included within her working hours. It is not. Of course. While her management covers any necessary fees, the sum of which is probably comparable to my own salary, they really take care of everything in this business. But wait. And what about you, Yayoi? She's seemingly always by Yuki's side, even during her lessons. But unlike Yuki, Yayoi is always on the clock. My job is to support Yuki so she can do her job. Makes sense. As such, I am only working when Yuki is working. But you just said her lessons don't count as work? Correct. As such, during that time, I'm not working either. Okay. She's got an answer for everything. Considering Yuki and I are friends, it's only natural that we'd want to spend our free time together, right? Oh, they are actually friends? Haha. For some reason, I can't seem to help but laugh in response. It's mostly because of her use of the word friend. I didn't realize it existed in her lexicon. Oh, so... Now then, where should I go today? That was weird because here it says, choose echoes, conversation option, entertainment, and then I'll accompany you. There's like a mistake here, this guide. We were never given the choice to accompany her. But now it's echoes again, literature. That's weird. Well, we shall have to save. Well, let's create a new saved file just in case. Echoes. I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Welcome. Hey there. Oh, Rina, make yourself at home. It's always nice when she drops in. I want to chat for a bit before she goes. Toya always shows his, how would you say, action towards Rina, one way or the other. You could say that of all of the girls, I think he, and the way the character is written, more attracted to her. So literature. Her romance is blocked. I'll try talking about Misaki. There's a friend of mine who's a huge bookworm. In fact, she wrote the script for a production at the school festival that was performed by the theater club.
うーん、
Wow,
脚
she
本
wrote an entire script. Yep, and directed some of it too.
すごいじゃないその人。
She sounds amazing. So how was it? How was what?
面白かったかってこと。
Is so dumb. The play, did you enjoy it? Oh, right. Of course.
すごいわね。
That's great. It must be
そう
nice
い
to
う
be
人と
friends
お
with
友達
someone
になっ
like
て
that.
羨ましいわ。
I
本
mean
当
it.
よ。私って
I
そ
don't
うい
really
う
know
脚本とか
many
やってる
people
人
who
の知
could
り
do
合い
something
少
like
ないか
write
ら。
the script for a play. I know, right? Despite coming from different walks of life, I can tell from the look in her eyes that she's actually envious. If Misaki heard that Rina Ogata herself is jealous of her talent, I wonder, how would that make her feel? Not like I'd mentioned this chat to her, of course. But don't you sometimes write your own song lyrics, Rina? That type of talent can't be that rare, right?
あら、
Seriously?
作詞と脚本は
Writing a
全
play
然
versus
違うわね。
writing lyrics to a song are two different things.
詩はどっちかって
Writing
言っ
lyrics
た
is
ら
into writing poetry and is more about creating a certain sound.
そんなのどうでもいいわよ
It's
ね。
something that practically anyone can do. Well, anyone can do it, but only there are still some that are the best at doing it. Otherwise, everybody will be making a living out of that. Hehehe. Well, without counting other factors, right?
でも本当、
That's why I admire people like your friend. That's so?
ね、
Yeah. It's high praise coming from someone like her. So there's no way I'd ever tell Misaki what she said. You should? Oh yeah, well, that's awful of you. You should tell her. Get her... How you say? Her low perception of herself up. Ah, that's it. Now it's the 12th. 12th of the month. I have a tutoring session with Mana today. So we need to skip that tutoring session and go to the TV station option hobbies. Now, where should I go? Oh, Toya, you bad guy. You are neglecting your duties. TV station hobbies. Yayoi's hobbies? Does she work? I'm working as an AD today. I head over to the TV station. Yayoi probably has Judge Dredd type of hobbies. Huh? What do I mean by that? Those of you that are fans of Judge Dredd, you know that his hobbies include studying the law, visiting the graves of other judges. So the Yayoi is probably, my hobby is my work. Going to the studio. So yeah, huh? I'm pretty sure that's... Yeah, it's Yayoi. Looks like she's here by herself today. Should I say hello at least? So, Yayoi.
何か
Yes. She turns around with almost peculiar fluidity. Ooh, that's a huge indication. With Yayoi, you have to understand those small signs, those little details. She turns around with almost peculiar fluidity. She's getting emotionally attached to Toya, because before that, she was quite frigid, but now she's almost like eager to talk to him. Oh, I was just hoping we could chat for a bit.
構いませんけど
Whatever you want. She's a bit tsundere. Rolkag, if you're watching this, she is slightly tsundere. What was the hobbies? The hobbies. Are you into sports or anything, Yayoi? Does Yayoi look like a sportswoman to you? Oh yeah.
いいえ
No, of course not. She answers without hesitation. She's going to say, yes, I'm actually in mixed martial arts. Yeah,
失礼します
excuse me. That's it. Well, now I feel like nothing but a failed flirt. And yet, that actually scores us points with Yayoi, so she actually liked that. Can't believe it. pt10, save the game. Successfully saved, and we are checking. It's until the 14th. A date with Yayoi? If I don't get that event in the 14th, then it means things have failed. Oh, I'm so scared. I am so scared. Let's talk with Rina. I'm working as an AD today. I head over to the TV station. Oh, it looks like Rina's here. Rina? Oh, Toya-kun.
どうやくん
Always.
お
Hello.
はよう。どう
Hey
かした
there. What's up? What shall we talk about? Oh, romance. I really love the gift you gave me for my birthday, Toya.
どうやくん、誕生日の時、素敵なプレゼントを送ってくれたじゃない
Oh, did that whole thing? I spent a lot of time and energy picking up the right gift, but ran into unexpected difficulty when it came time to hand it over. I was able to give it to her in the end, and she seemed thrilled. All that matters. Why do you bring it up? You decide you don't like it anymore after all?
うん、そういうことじゃないの。
No, that's not it at all. She replies hurriedly. So then,
私、どうや
it
くん
made me realize that I don't
知ら
know
ないことに
when your birthday is, Toya. She smiles at me, almost shyly.
あの時のお返しを考えて
I was
たら
thinking about how I could thank you, and then I realized I could just give you a birthday gift too. This, I was just thinking her interactions, the interactions between Rina and Toya. Like they want to go all out, but because of their connection to Yuki, they are keeping it inside. That passion. She looks completely different from how she does on TV. Without the fans and cameras rolling, her smile is more reminiscent of a normal girl my age. And I was just thinking on the anime. In the anime, Rina is a lot more shameless. The moment Yuki takes her to Echoes to meet her boyfriend, Toya, that very same day, Rina hands him a note with her phone number. And that smile is for me and me alone. Toya?
どうやくん
Huh? Her voice snaps me back to reality.
どうやくん
What's wrong, Toya? Oh, it's nothing.
そう
Yeah? I feel kind of embarrassed that she caught me staring at her. What was your question again? I tried to hide it by continuing the conversation.
だからどうやくん
I want to know when your birthday is, Toya. You really don't have to get me anything, but... Chuckling awkwardly, I tell her the date.
うーん
Ah,
もうすぐ
sounds like I just missed it. Yeah,
それじゃあ
what should I do now? Give me a gift. She murmurs quietly to herself, thinking aloud.
他の日だとしたら
Maybe on a different day? Yeah, that would work. It'll be perfect. Sounds like she's made up her mind. Seriously, don't worry about it. So now I'm curious what you're planning.
今は秘密よ
It's a
そ
secret.
の時までの
You'll just have to wait and see. Oof. She giggles mischievously before her face suddenly clouds over with worry.
でもあんまり
But try not to get too excited, okay? Sure. At a loss as to what to say in response, I end up stringing together a jumbled mess of words. What is this weird feeling? Am I actually looking forward to something? Oh no. Here we're going to see if we have actually followed the route correctly, because I followed the guide letter, but there were a couple of things that were not given to me as options. Now then, where should I go today? Oh, no way. To trigger achievement a day with Yayoi. Oh no. What is this? There is no event with Yayoi. Could the guide be mistaken? Oh no. Where could it... Where was the failure? They did criticize that White Novel was notoriously difficult. Could it be that it happens at the end of the day? I hope so. Let's go to Echoes then. Interact with Misaki. I'm working at Echoes today. I head over to the cafe. Oh, I really hope so. Welcome. Oh, it's Misaki.
こんにちは。
Hello. Welcome. I should talk to her since she stopped by to see me. They really should, rather, in the fiction, this Misaki should grow her hair longer and wear less manly-looking clothes. She's hiding all of her beauty. Her romance? Love? I could ask if there's anyone Misaki has a crush on.
はい。
Yes. Her incomprehension is evident through her smile. It's nothing. I was just wondering if there was anyone you liked. Oh, he's taken aback because she likes Toya.
ゆきちゃんのこと
Is about Yuki? No, not exactly. That's right, Misaki is always thinking about others. Unlike those who get into others' affairs, intending to ruin things, Misaki takes genuine interest in those around her. Of course, her first thought wouldn't be about herself, but she has self-esteem issues.
どうかしたの
Anything wrong? No, not really. That's just how she is. But what kind of person would someone like her be into? Oh no, 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 no. There's no date with Yayoi. What is going on here? Where should I go today? Ah, it's the date. We triggered it. The guide was mistaken. It's... I think. TV station event. I think we're on in the right path. Hopefully. Must be in the right path. I'm working as an AD today. I head over to the TV station. With my studio work done for now, I decide to step outside for a break before starting the next job. At that moment, I see someone walking towards me. It's Yayoi. And Yuki's not with her. I try to move past her, pretending not to see her, and now Yayoi is going on the hunt. I love it in the anime when Yayoi is using her excuse of getting Toya out of Yuki's way to meet up with him. For example, when Yayoi starts having problems with the stalker in the anime, and Toya is in the hospital, and she's desperately going to Echoes looking for Toya, and she finds out that he's at the hospital. Remember, because his father had suffered a stroke, if I remember correctly, and you remember that she told Toya, "Call me whenever you need me for those, for the urges, right?" But then she approaches Toya in the hospital and says, "Fuji-san, you called for me, didn't you?" And he was like, "No, I didn't call for you. Fuji, you called for me." Like, the desperate to have him serve as a sort of rock or shield for her. They end up how you say in YouTube without triggering the algorithm too much. They end up doing the snoo in one of the hospital rooms.
藤井さん
Fuji, I jerk him voluntarily. Oh, Yayoi, working hard? I know I sound phony as hell, but I find it impossible to act natural around her even here. It doesn't matter, since she ignores my ridiculous attempt to add conversation.
藤井さん
Do you have a
今
moment?
お時間よろしい
Fuji?
でしょうか
Oh, now it's Fuji without the sun. Oh, I think she did say sun, right? No, not really. I mean the middle of, and she doesn't care. But before I can finish, it hits me. I'd bet money on the fact that Yayoi's been monitoring me somehow while I've been working. Otherwise, how else could she have so perfectly timed bumping into me during this oh so convenient gap between jobs? What's this do you have a moment crap? She knows full well that I do. Actually, sure. You got me just as I went on break.
それは良かったです。
Perfect. So devious, she says, smiling at me. Everything is going according to her plan.
少々
I was hoping I could borrow you for a moment. Uh-huh. I answer non-committally. Non-committally, right.
お時間は取らせます。
I won't take much of your time. Fine. At this stage of the game, it's all I can say. She sounds polite, but there's a take no prisoners undertone that commands obedience. And so I follow her without complaint. She leads me down a hallway lined with green rooms. Though at this hour they are all empty. Oh, whoa, whoa. What are they going to do? Yuki didn't come in for work today, did she? I ask her, trying to feign ignorance.
ええ、
That's correct. And yet, just like always, it's not enough to crack her icy exterior. I knew it wouldn't faze her. Yet the complete non-reaction leaves me feeling miserable.
今日はユキさんからの
She did ask me for a
お願い
favor though. With that, she pulls an envelope from her handbag, passes it to me. This is for me?
ええ、
Yes. I suspiciously look down at the object in her hand. It's a small yet otherwise ordinary-looking green envelope. I can take it?
問題でも
Unless there's a problem. Unless there's a problem. She doesn't seem to care one way or another, so I guess it's fine. Okay then. I timidly accept it.
クリスマスライブのご
I
招
believe
待
it's a
チケット
ticket
と
for her
同時です。
Christmas Eve show.
あ
She
なた
said
に
that
ぜ
she
ひおい
hoped
でいただ
you
き
could make it. You looked inside?
まさか
Of course not, of course yes. She flashes her pearly white teeth at me in a grin.
ただ
That's
そ
just
う
my
思うと
guess.
申しただけです。
Yayoi.
ユキさんの指針を除
Rest
く
assured,
そ
I
ん
would
な
never
ことは
slip
絶
into
対にい
Yuki's
たしません。
personal correspondence.
ご安心。
You better not. That's a crime. I guess that makes sense. Plus, as her manager, she would know Yuki's schedule pretty well. Besides, it's clear Yuki trusts her completely. Enough to ask her to act as a sort of messenger.
これをポストに投函
He told me
する
to
よう
mail them
お
to
願い
you.
です。
Ah, but she wants to deliver it personally.
今日たまたまここに
But
藤井
since
さん
I
がいらっ
happened
しゃ
to
った
bump
ので
into you, I figured handing them off to you might be easier, and that's why we went all the way to the green rooms. It's fine, and I am sure Yuki won't be mad that you didn't follow her directions exactly.
恐れ入ります。
I feel bad for bothering you. Her delivery is always so flat that I can never tell whether she's joking or being serious. She sure sounds like she means it, but I don't know. It's fine, I appreciate it, but are you really sure I can accept this? What I mean is, if I accept this ticket, I will absolutely go see Yuki perform. You're okay with that? I feel like a naive idiot worrying about someone who's got my hands tied behind my back. However, her seeming fine with me going to Yuki's concert leaves me feeling wary, prompting me to ask her directly.
結構ですわ。
That's fine. Chuckles.
これはユキさんの
This will be Yuki's biggest concert of the year. So with that in mind,
少しでも
we
多く
want
の
as many
方
people
々
to
にご
see
覧
it
になって
as
いただきたい
possible.
美しいユキ
To
さ
see
ん
the
の最高
beautiful
の
Yuki's
ステージ
amazing performance. Don't you mean my Yuki's performance? Ooh, I intentionally mimic Yayoi's usual monotone. But instead of reacting negatively,
ええ、
correct. Oh, she's a piece of work. She's leaving her frustrations of how she couldn't become an idol, perhaps, through Yuki,
彼女はすべて
making all of my hopes and dreams come true, one after the other.
確
she's a
実
bit-
に叶えてくださいます。
Not exactly, but it feels a bit like a perfect blue situation, right?
おそらくこれからも
I truly hope that she will be able to realize her own dreams
夢を
moving
叶えてい
forward,
ってくださるでしょ
step by step.
う。ユキさんは
Yuki means
私のすべてです。
everything to. Whoa. For the briefest moment, a very feminine, or rather, incredibly human expression crosses her face. But it quickly vanishes.
ですから、
That
ユ
is
キさんへの無
why I
意味な
don't
心療は与え
want
た
to
くない。
make Yuki worry needlessly. That is why I don't want to make Yuki worry needlessly.
例えば、
With the possibility of her boyfriend cheating on her, for example. Of course, I see now. Yuki being able to see me either before or after the show is an effective way to help her succeed. I'm just a tool to relieve her anxiety and recover her strength. I nod silently, the truth behind this situation finally dawning on me. Would have been better upon me. So that's why you're okay with this, but
デモはございません。
there is no but. Do you
お分かり
understand?
ですね。
She interrupts me, looking at me intently.
これ以前には許
I
可
would appreciate it if you could minimize all contact between you and her leading up to this concert as much as possible. Then she takes my hand and presses it against her breast. Going all out.
何もユキさんだけが女
Besides,
性の
Yuki is hardly the
体を
only
持って
one
い
with
る
a
わけで
mature
はない
woman's
でしょう。
body, is she? Oof! Going full speed ahead.
ですが、
She is, however,
トップアイドルに
the only one talented enough to become a top idol in the
ユキさ
industry.
んだけしか。
Because Yayoi has no talent, she uses her body instead. So I've been told. I meant for that to come out coldly, but my tongue catches in my right throat. Mature woman, exactly Drolka, welcome. And all that comes out is a weak croak.
でした。
In that case, no, no lollies here. Wah! Whoa! I can feel the pulse of a heartbeat in the palm of my hand. Oh, they are going at it. Oof. And I'm pretty sure it's mine. Perhaps it's the both of you. Both of your heartbeats. I guess being touched like this by the opposite sex doesn't faze me. Doesn't faze her. Oh, YouTube. I'm sorry, YouTube. I meant the opposite gender. I wonder, not for the first time, whether she even has a heart inside her. No, she definitely does. She definitely does. Whoa. Okay, and so they... Wow. They are going all out in the green room. Or if there's something inorganic, a motor revving endlessly inside her chest cavity doesn't seem far-fetched. That being said, I definitely find myself attracted to her perfectly proportioned body and beautifully sculpted features. Of course, that is Yayoi. That is her. And she's practically throwing herself at me to let loose in ways I can't with Yuki. Go for it. Like some kind of temptress. You're too deep. There is no turning back. But if I were to use her body to satisfy my own primal desires, would I be able to keep my affection for Yuki intact? No, it's too late for that, Toya. It's too late. I feel nothing for Yayoi. Are you sure? And she has clearly stated that she has no interest in dating me. So the only solution I can see is to find some sort of middle ground. Without going all in. Because if I can't stay firm enough, then she'll end up painting over my feelings for Yuki before I can stop her. She places both of her hands on top of mine. The warmth from her skin is incredibly bizarre. Like getting it on with a vampire, right? Wow, you crazy kids. I suddenly snapped to reality. Oh, I thought they were already going at it, so it was all happening in Toya's mind. He has a very active mind, I see. I'm still in the middle of something. I yanked my hand back, stuffed the envelope in my pocket, and raced off. And now she's going to go after him even more. even more. Despite the shame I feel over how weak-willed I am, I can't deny how outrageously attractive I find her. No, it's almost like she's put some sort of a spell on me. Well, that's called lust. Oh yeah, everybody's under that spell. It is impossible to escape that spell. You can trick yourself that you don't have it. It's always there. I return to the studio, acting like nothing happened. I finish up the rest of my work and head home. Once I get home, I take a few moments to calm myself down before opening the envelope from Yuki. Inside is a letter, several sheets of paper, and a ticket. It's a ticket to a Christmas Eve show, just like Yayoi said. Her figuring it out so easily makes me feel embarrassed. He should break up with Yuki, as if she somehow cut me naked. I read the letter. It contains details about the show itself. It's a Christmas Eve concert sponsored by the TV station itself, showcasing the hottest performers starting December 20th and ending on the 25th. Yuki takes center stage on Christmas Eve itself. Rolkak says, that is the most stereotypical Japanese apartment. Ah, definitely. It's the same recycled image, but with different colors. This marks a huge step up in Yuki's career, and yet I can't help but see these steps as taking her progressively further from me. At the bottom of the letter, or maybe a futon, right? That sometimes they have the futon instead of the bed.
PS
Sorry for being so weird the other day. Please forget any of that happened. I can't wait to see you. That's it. I look at the ticket for a moment. No matter how many people around her are trying to hold her back, she continues to do her best, all by herself. Oh, well, that was hot and steamy. The 16th. And what happens in the 16th? Now then, where should I go today? Nothing happens in the 16th. It's until the 19th. Well, let's save the game first. And now I can save here knowing that we are following the Yayoi route correctly. This is going to conclude Fight Album 4 today, but in less than 20 minutes I am streaming Funbrace called Soul. I need to recover myself from dying, well, from almost dying from the cold exposure. Thank you for being here, Drellcag, and thank you to everyone else for watching this live stream. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. Like, subscribe, take a look at the information, the description, the pinned comment. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. In less than 20 minutes, probably 15 minutes, I'm going to be streaming Vampirace called Soul. See you later.